We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a first down throw. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's gone. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's gone. And it's caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Goff throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch time, watch time. Hey, alert, alert, alert. Hey, echo. Go ahead.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need? Wild Bill. Switch it, come on, switch it.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
21.
The shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got him in, and he finds Sanders. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign at 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We go tonight. 180. So we got man.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Tighten up. Tight down. Shell.
To throw is gone. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Coleman. And he's got some space here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get the sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, too, than he did field goals, one in the 2018 season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one goes for 8 yards.
First down, Rams.
Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the 50, it's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Goff. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, jump. Check 50. Super one.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Niners 24, Rams 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Coleman on the draw. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Rams.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Niners 24, Rams 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What? 180! 56. Go on,
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
180! I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 11. Say hot.
On second and inches, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Forced out to his left. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Louis.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
A gain of 15.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 49ers' 37-yard line.
White 20. 56. I got it. Undercross. What do you want?
56, Mike, 56. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 24 all. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
13.
That's right, baby.
Now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
We go tonight. My 20. Right there, 56. Watch the hard ball. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch QB drop.
To throw on second down is gone. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Goff. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First down, Rams.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Value 3, value 7.
There's Goff. And Woods has it complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the draw play, Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Coleman now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Coleman.
You get tired of seeing me.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 11, 11.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here we go, here we go.
22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
65. Push him back.
Check 99. Check 99.
Wait.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Come on now, let's go.
Today's final score, Niners.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for San Francisco, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.